Welcome to this tutorial. First of all, Happy New Year. It's 2025, and if you're here for the first time, then welcome. If you came back here, then welcome back. Happy 2025, everyone. I've not seen you in a while, and you've not seen me because I was busy and enjoying my time, basically. And it was also my birthday, so I'm officially 30. Fuck. My quick thoughts on turning 30. I don't feel anything. I feel no changes. I feel better about myself. I feel more confident. I feel prettier. It's all good. All good. So if you're not 30 yet, but you're getting there, don't worry, girl. Nothing really changes, okay? Today, I'm gonna share with you my go-to glam. I don't really glam myself up that much. Usually, we're gonna go through this together. My skin is prepped. I had such an exhausting day today. I had to sort out my tax, and then I had to go to do my Pilates. And then after an hour of Pilates, I did an hour of bar. That was intense. Then I did go to the gym after I finished my 2-hour session. 2 hours. I was dripping. I was so sweaty. It was crazy. And then I did a 20-minute leg session. I just lifted some heavy weights. That sounded so cringe. I just lifted some heavy weights. I did not mean that. Anyway, starting off by brushing my eyebrows, and I think if you watch my previous tutorials, I do this because then my face is more structured. It's easier to do your eye makeup when your eyebrows are framing your face better. Okay, at least that's what I find for myself. Oh my god, I've not done my makeup in so long, I don't even know where to start. I want to do a bit of eyeliner today. My skin is prepped, so I don't need to spend more time on doing that. I'm gonna start with my foundation, the Dior Backstage foundation. I've been using that quite a lot. I'm gonna use the Refi Beauty Duo brush, and I am going to start. I want to focus this on my T-zone first, right? This is where we need the most coverage. I'm going a bit too fast with this movement, but that's okay, don't stress about it. You can go fast, but make sure that you're really pushing in the product. A lot of people have the misconception that the more product they use, the more coverage they get. Remember, we've said that if we have a major skin issue, we do not solely base our skin concern on just covering it with makeup. I don't know if that even made sense. Sorry, my English is gonna get so much better in 2025. Whatever is left, I'm gonna bring it up to my forehead because I feel like my forehead is the place that I have the least amount of things to hide. I have not really spoken about my actual favorite drugstore concealer. This little thing over here is actually incredible. The Fit Me by Maybelline. Maybe it's Maybelline. Anyway, so these are incredible. They do not crease. Of course, everything will crease if you put an excessive amount of product anywhere, right? These do not crease. They're so creamy. I love the shade range that these come out, and they're like 10 quid or a few dollars if you're watching from America. I decanted some of that on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna take it using the same brush but the other side, and I'll start tapping that in there. Can you see it's quite close to my natural skin tone, and that's what I want. I don't want a really bright under eye because what the bright under eye really does to me, since I've got like puffy eyes underneath, it just highlights the puffiness. So I like to stay on the same color, on the same shade, or on a shade that's quite close to my actual skin tone. I'm gonna drop the brush, and then I'm gonna use my ring fingers, and we gently start to push in the product. Now I'm gonna use the King and the Queen of Powders, which is Huda Beauty, of course, the Easy Bake powder. Can I just say, I freaking love Huda so much. She's one of my favorite influencers out there. I like how much involved she is in her brand. I like the fact that she herself loved makeup all her life. That was her passion, and you can see it in her products, you know. Now with a nice tiny brush like this, I'm just patting the powder wherever I think it's needed. If you take the powder on the sides of your face, you will make yourself look very cakey, unless you're like extremely oily. And you've got oils coming throughout this side of your face, which is quite rare. But if that's the case, then go ahead and do it, girly. Okay, I'm set and I think I look flawless, but then I'm too kind to myself. I need to plug my eyebrows like yesterday. Don't tell anyone. And now I'm going to fill in my brows. I feel like I want a nice strong brow today. A brow that you cannot wear. A brow that you cannot wear in the daytime. You know what I mean? Because you can't get away with it. And I've got a big mirror on the back of my camera, so that's where I'm looking at, if you're wondering. And oh, she's getting thick and dark. Yeah, I don't like my eyebrow to be overly structured because then I don't think it looks very natural. My eyebrows need a haircut, not plucking. You've seen this palette before. This is the Pat McGrath palette that I've absolutely destroyed. And I'm gonna use today a quite light brown. It's called Heavenly Bronze. And I just want that all over my crease for some warmth. When you hold your brush from further away, you get a more even blend and a more smooth application. When you hold your brush very close, you get more precision and more force, like more power if you're smudging something. So when you're blending, you want to hold it further back. This will make such a difference and you will have so much more control. And when I come at the outer corner, I am kind of making these circular movements and then I'm blending this out completely because I want it to be like smoked out. And then I'm gonna take a nice small precision brush and then I'm gonna take this under my eye. Exactly the same color that we applied before. Now I'm gonna go back to the same brush that I used, the fluffy brush that I applied my first color, and I'm gonna go to the darkest shade right up here, and that shade is called Golden Angelica. Oh, I love the name Angelica, you know, Angelica, or in French, Angélique. And now we are tapping this where we actually want it to be, and I want this on the outer corner of my eye, but not exceeding my crease, because then it will look like a muddy mess. I'm gonna start blending this in and start to create the depth. With makeup, you always adjust. You see if that's dark enough for you. I think it is dark enough for me. I don't want to go way too dark. And then you either stop or you just add more. Someone is meowing and crying because they want me. Oh, she's grumpy today. She's... Oh, she's my life. Epic Liner by NYX. I just got a new one and I promise you these are the best liners ever. Like there. So I start from the outer corner and I follow the bottom of my waterline. So this part of my waterline, that's what I follow. And then I'll come halfway in. And when I see that and I'm happy with it, then I'm gonna start with the rest of my eye and just kind of stamp the brush on my eye. So a bit like this. Another tip, I'm literally anchoring my hand on my face while I'm doing it, okay? There we go. Now I'm going to smoke the under eye with the darkest shade that I used previously. which was the Angelica something, the Golden Angelica. So I will take this. I'll focus this only on the outer corner of my eye. I don't want to take it all the way in, okay? We want to create that depth. There we go. And now I'm gonna go back to the first brush that I used and just blend in everything together. Just marry those two colors. So we've got a seamless blend. If my eyebrows are still not plucked on the other video, just tell me off in the comments, you've got every right. I want to grab a nice brown pencil, Coffee by MAC, and just take it inside my waterline. All the way in. There we go. So now she's starting to become sexier and more sultry and all of that. So keep doing this. Now I'm debating whether I want to do like a inner corner, like a cat eye vibe. Maybe I'll do just a little bit. Like just that. Do you see it? Just that. Don't, I'm not gonna do more than that. Do you see it? I can see it. I don't know if you can. Now I will do a lot of mascara. Telescopic by L'Oreal, because that's the best mascara, at least for me. If you have a different opinion, that's fine. We can still be friends. And the bottom lashes as well. We're going for a dramatic kind of lash look here. I've got long lashes, so I am going to abuse that. So I think the eyes are pretty much done. It's time to bronze. I'm going to use the Refi bronzer in tan, and I will keep this quite high. Yes, I'm still using the same brush, because you can use the same brush for more things than just one. I am being quite heavy-handed with this as well, because I want it to be absolutely blended. And a little bit on the chin there. Now for my nose, I don't really usually contour my nose. I don't believe in that because of the shape of my nose. My nose is different on this side compared to that side. If you say you don't see it, you're lying. Why are you lying? So I'm just gonna bring a little bit of shadow only on the bridge of my nose and not the tip of my nose, because that's where the issue is. Not issue, but you know what I mean. I love my nose. I wouldn't change my nose. Okay, now that I've got that looks a bit weird, I'm going to take the back of the brush that still has a bit of concealer on, and I'm almost erasing the bridge of the nose. Now we're going to use something that I've not used yet, and I'm very excited to use it with you. It's the Rare Beauty liquid blush in Bliss. And I'm not gonna dab this on my face. I'm just gonna do a bit of that on the back of my hand, because I don't know how pigmented they are, and from the TikToks I've seen, they look very, very pigmented, and I don't want to ruin my base. So I'm gonna take this like that, and I'm gonna take it quite high and quite close to my eye, because that's where I naturally blush. Oh my god, that's so cute. She is so gorgeous, because it's so subtle, and a tiny bit on the bridge of the nose. Does it smell? Oh, that was my brush. My brush smells so nice. I will stay away from shimmer today, because I don't feel like having any shimmer on my cheeks. And now I'm gonna finish off with my lips. And I think for my lips, I'm gonna do just something like quite nude. So maybe taupe from Refi, or rosewood, I don't know. I think taupe. Let's do taupe. Where's taupe? Taupe. Taupe. I like to keep my cupid's bow and actually accentuate it. And I'm gonna top it up with blush, again by Refi. When I use the Refi lip glosses with the Refi lip liners, They don't move. I went to the gym the other day. I did a 1-hour cardio session. Then I went to the spa, went into the steam room, and I was still shiny. How do you explain this sorcery? I will do this. Have a little bit of mascara residue on my lid. So I'm gonna use a spoolie. I'm wearing the Skims dress and I can't lie, it's actually really nice. Setting spray. And do you think we're done? We're done, but once this dries, we take our foundation brush and we just push everything together. And that's the final look. If I'm going out, I will do something like this, something similar. I may not do the gloss, you know. I'm not a big fan of glosses when I'm about to eat or drink something because I'm so self-conscious of staining everything. If you stayed this far, thank you. Thank you. And if you want to check a few more other videos, you're more than welcome to. I will be doing many more of these. If you want to see something very specific, then please leave a message in the comments and I'll get to it. I am Elena. I'm a professional hair and makeup artist, and I'm here to share with you basically more or less my knowledge and my opinion on certain things in the makeup industry as well. Probably that's gonna happen in the future though, when I make more videos. I really hope that this year this channel just skyrockets and this community just like keeps growing and growing with makeup enthusiasts and people that just like to see other people do their makeup. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's 2025 and I'm 30.